From a small seed shop in Bangkok's Chinatown, Charoen Pokphand has come a long way since its humble beginnings in 1921. Charoen Pokphand is now one of Asia's leading conglomerates, with a strong presence in Southeast Asia and China. A leader in the agri-food, retailing and telecommunications industry, you are currently seeking growth amidst a changing world, while trying to successfully transit from a family-owned to a public firm. Although we are confident of your company's ability to grow, but however, we should examine some trends that will impact CP Group's future outlook. If we look at the world today, we see a rapidly developing China and Asia. Comparatively, China is enjoying a 9.1% growth in terms of GDP per capita, far exceeding that of its Western counterparts. China should be integral in CP's strategy due to its immense potential for growth. Over the world, there are increasing concerns over food safety and genetically modified organisms and food. As a leading agri-industrial player, we should respect our customers' wishes and produce only natural foods, and also in line with our country's Kitchen of the World's master plan, food safety is crucial to our agri-food strategy. As a new digital age beckons, internet traffic and usage has increased at an astronomical rate. New breakthroughs in information technology provides opportunities for CP Group, not only in integrating technology into operations, but also in providing solutions for our customers. After recovering swiftly from the recession, CP Group faces a challenge ahead to manage its growth sustainably through identifying core businesses, apart from peripherals, that will drive its growth and investing enough to yield substantial rewards. Finally, the question of succession will still have to be answered, as CP approaches a transitory phase where a new generation will take over the previous, while preserving its tradition and legacy.
Our proposal to overcome this challenge comprises of three key elements. Firstly, to leverage on our existing core competencies to propel growth. Secondly, to expand horizontally within existing growing businesses. Lastly, to build growth by tapping into emerging markets, especially China. To determine our strategy, we first look at the investment viability of each alternative, and secondly, the value add each alternative will provide in terms of strengthening CP's regional presence. We feel that a viable investment is one that demonstrates high growth potential and also one that will leverage on our key competencies. Core competency-wise, we remain strong in the agri-food and telecommunication sector, and it should be where we continue to invest in, for both these sectors offer the viable opportunities for horizontal expansion to take place. Expanding the agri-food business into regional markets, such as China and Vietnam, would also add to CP's presence and profile in the region. With both the agri-food and telecommunication sectors coming high on both our assessment criteria, we feel that we should look into them for investment opportunities. We are proposing the 3D model for sustainable growth with a transition management program called Nurturing Talents, Breeding Success. We believe that this model will allow CP Group to achieve high growth while at the same time hold on to its existing key strengths.
Swine, broilers, crops and shrimps are the mainstay of CP's agribusiness. These markets present great growth potential as frozen exports to Western markets increase exponentially.
Right now on MSNBC, breaking news about a never-before-seen outbreak of the flu, a deadly...
Recent outbreaks of diseases like the mad cow disease, swine and avian flus have underscored the vulnerability of agribusinesses. As these harmful microorganisms become more potent and resistant, we are exposed to increasing amounts of risk. We propose to expand horizontally and diversify into fisheries, where we identified a potential food fish, the Pangasius. Farmed almost exclusively in the Mekong Delta region, this food fish is a viable alternative due to its relative abundance and taste and texture, which is similar to cod. Furthermore, its pricing is highly competitive due to low production costs. We propose to export this fish to China, where per capita consumption of fish is higher than the European and American averages. Not surprisingly, this high consumption of fish by the Chinese has led to a considerable demand gap unfilled by domestic production, presenting an excellent opportunity. In order to gain a quick and sure footing in this market, we propose to acquire Charoen Pokphand Agriculture, a Vietnamese firm specializing in cultivating this fish. The company's capabilities are a good fit with our strategic requirements, especially food safety, where it is certified ISO 9000 and HACCP. We intend to acquire it at $40 million, a 5% premium over its net worth. After the takeover, the export of fish into the Chinese market will be mainly through Tesco China, a major retailer which we had an existing relationship with, targeting at the middle-class Chinese. After considering the initial investment and growth potential of the fish market in China, we arrive at an NPV of $66 million, which is a highly competitive figure with an ROI of about 65%.
Another thrust of CP's group's business will be in telecommunications, where Telecom Asia takes up about 45% of all telephone subscribers in Thailand in 2002. Of these, 33% are mobile users, which we project a 20% annual growth rate in subscription numbers due to the lowering cost of owning a mobile and increasing popularity of doing so. From the existing 3.8%, mobile and internet penetration rate are also expected to increase to 42% and 16% respectively in 5 years' time. We see this expected growth potential as an opportunity through which Telecom Asia can tap on. We propose a collaborative investment with current partners Orange to construct a fiber optic infrastructure as well as to expand horizontally by acquiring the license for a GSM 900 spectrum to better serve the mobile market. With these two acquisitions, we will be able to further expand into the B2B and existing B2C markets. Fiber to the Business, our new high-speed internet offering to major business customers, seek to utilize the high bandwidth rates that fiber optics would be able to provide, where the current copper cable network is unable to. Roam Thailand will be designed for the mass consumers, utilizing the GSM 900 spectrum. This offering will enable a larger area of coverage to rural areas and at the same time be able to reach out to another potential 10 million customers. Roam Thailand will also see the introduction of prepaid SIM cards, which will be priced much more affordable to the lower income market, who may not be able to afford regular subscription for postpaid services. Standing from Telecom Asia's perspective, this will also reduce the amount of bad debt that will potentially be incurred. With a new fiber optics network, the integral backbone of Telecom Asia's future expansion strategies, Telecom Asia will be able to move ahead as a leader in the telecommunication business. Taking into account the growth potential of the market as well as the assumptions as listed, the NPV for this project is expected to be $426 million.
In addressing the succession issues for CP Group, we will be looking to introduce qualified individuals, which include CP family members, to lead the company based on meritocratic principles. The CP Management Associate Program will be an international inter-industry MA program that allows graduates all over the world to be groomed into potential leaders with a broad understanding of CP's businesses. Even family members are encouraged to apply. Also, local scholarships will be given out to local universities such as Chulalongkorn and Dhammasat University in order to attract and retain local talent. While it is important to continue to attract the very best minds, it is also important to retain our existing staff. Measures to retain and nurture them will be introduced, such as the MIT Sloan Management Program, which will sharpen the innovation and capabilities our managers possess to ensure that we retain our competitive advantage. We aim to introduce the concept of employee ownership into CP, where top-performing employees, including family, are given the opportunity to purchase stock with a lock-in period of 3 to 5 years, in order to instill a sense of belonging to the company. We believe that the fact that stock is given out selectively to non-family members presents a first move in encouraging a transition in ownership structure.
We have based our recommendations on the theme of consolidating our core strengths, while at the same time addressing pertinent issues that may come up along the way. With the proposed 3D model, we believe that we'll be able to achieve not only long-term sustainable growth, but also to manage this smooth transition phase that CP is going through.